Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good morning, good morning to everybody out here. So, we're gonna talk today about some new and interesting things we have done on our different projects. Yesterday was about the aircon, mostly the ticket-based side with display, listing, creation. I can show you how it have been recorded on the CDC or ECDC, but you have been having some proof of how you can create a ticket, how you can store it with the confirmation that you have been stored. Everything is not yet perfect at the visual level, but we have a normal, acceptable, functional design with a highly functional code or operating code beyond. So the all objective of this kind of video is to show you progress and things we have. So for today, we're gonna talk about books. Books are an interesting way to magazine. So we have all of this like article but magazine like from the Futurist Society magazine. So you can see this all on first line magazine, but in pre-sale, pre-order now. They are all in pre-sale, but we have since today one already published because it's so okay. I want to go on the article for sale, 9.99 I mean $9, not yet 9 cents. Okay, I have earned credit for that books. It's 30 points. That's mean for me I am earning because quality, and mostly for people who gonna buy it, they're gonna have this credit. At $9.99 magazine with 30 credit when you're gonna buy it. It's an interesting deal, So just published today. It's mortgage-backed securities or assets backed into well-rated mortgage debt. So this whole book is introduced by myself, and also well designed. You see the cover, a Royal Magazine like cover with my name on it. Well designed with right standards and police size of font and display of information, image like, with rule, law and legislation all respected on this magazine. There is no quiproquo on this. We won't have any problem with all things because we own everything out here. The design is on, it's an asset of the cover, and also the content inside is written by us. So take yourself into the journey of learning what is mortgage-backed security, because it's all about collateralized based economy like US. Because there is different kind of economies actually ruling the world. There is debt-based economy and equity-based economy, and US it's highly collateralized economy. It's mortgage-backed security is part of the collateralization of the economy. So we have some other country, they highly equity based because they have they make their money around energy or banking system or financial institutions. No, so there is country like Canada, Russia, and Australia are energy and bank or equity-based economy. Now, energy and bank equity-based economy. So, when you see Canada, Russia, and Australia, you can see. Actually, we can talk about Russia for instance. Our prayer is first the war to finish, but economically talking, Russia sell a lot of gas and energy to Europe, all Europe, and it happened for a lot of years that when he had been stopping doing so, a lot of countries was struggling to have a needs to pass winters. Now, because winter is highly, most of the time, the demand on energy is really high, and all Europe actually depend on some small part of the energy they build themselves or they make themselves, but they need more, so that big part mostly come from country like Russia, probably Australia, who knows, or Canada, depend on where you are. And we are highly collateralized economy like Japan, US, UK, and Germany. So, and mostly it's always a good thing if you actually are an investor. So you have to take informed and well-educated decisions. So this magazine on Amazon, I just published it today, can be a game-changing into your journey for investing. It's just $9.99. It's the cheapest item I have on Amazon. No, almost $10. You can read and learn what is mortgage debt or rated for back to securities. You can buy CDOs if you want it, CDS if you want it. It's where you want to do investing. But I'm gonna give you an idea of how deal works on the economy. For instance, on crypto, there's a lot of crypto back with security, right? And security is here. You're gonna learn what it is. It's not like a security guard standing at the hotel door and making security. No, it's a name for a well-known and well-rated and regulated assets. We name security. And there is a lot of kind of securities. Now, securities are mostly classified on three groups, and there is notes, bills first, notes, and bonds. Those are three main security economists can talk about, and mostly the name is given because also of the length of time or the structure of how it have been built. It's a paper, right? People name that paper money, but everything is paper. Even the bills, dollar bills we spend every day, everything is paper. Sometimes it can happen to be coin. And security are made with a design and with security trade on it. When I say security trade, they are features to make a difference between a security paper and a regular paper. And you can see that there is things you can touch and feel. They are made with a specific special design, and they are secure for that reason, but mostly because they are insured or sponsored by the government. That's the second part of security. The most heavy part is because they are insured by the government, whatever is the US government, whatever is UK-based government, whatever government it is, those assets are secured by the government and also secured by design. So you can't copy it. There is no way to make a copy of it. At least it costs money to make them, so the regular person can make them. So they are made by the government and insured by the government. Here in the US, by the US government. I will take myself and yourself into the journey of reading. So don't be cheap. It's just close to $10. So 9.99, and you're gonna earn 30 points. I have books with more page than this one. They are 44 credit, published by other house of distribution, and my first book in French, it have 44 credit only, but I have 80, more than the 80 page, but you have 44 credit. But this one, just 10 page, give you 30 credit. So if I take the assumption at 30 credit for 10 page, so 100 page probably be 100 times, so that's always a good news for you to be able to assess if the book is worth to be read, is worth your time for the reading. So I'm gonna read just what is on the introduction, and don't forget, I write this book and I know what is inside. It's really a game changing if you really want to be a serious investor, or if you already a serious investor, you need to add more information. From my 131 federal tax law credit, I know what I'm talking about, because learning this teach me to observe things, teach me to try to be aware of things, watching the clock of the what time we are, and what investment you have to apply to, or what decision you have to make, or depending on what environment you are dealing through. So I give you some country, and it shows you how is the economy. Is it equity based or debt based economy? So you gotta learn that. So when it comes to debt based economy, you gotta borrow money a lot, just like said Robert Kiyosaki. I'm rich on debt, billions of debt. Debt make me rich. That's what Mr. Robert Kiyosaki made. So I'm gonna build businesses, I'm gonna build companies, I'm gonna build assets, when I'm gonna borrow money, because the economy is a debt-based economy. Debt is sponsored, debt is encouraged, debt is something you have to have on a debt-based economy. It's not like the same thing when you go to an equity-based economy. It's totally different. Equity is what you have to have. So money, saving account matter. But on a debt-based economy, saving account don't matter, because you're losing some kind of money and time having a saving account on a debt-based economy. You have to borrow money. But there is bad debt and great debt, said Mr. Kiyosaki. So I learned from those books. I have been reading all of them in French language. Probably I'm gonna read all of them in English too. But there is a lot more books you can learn from. I don't know. I can't give you all of them here because I didn't write anything down. But I've been going through courses like from University of Geneva. I discovered a lot of interesting things with presentation. I have been watching and people with expertise in the financial market, people with expertise in the actual equity or bond or debt-based market, you learn how to leverage everything. But this book gonna help a lot to better understand a lot of things. Probably gonna have some upgrades anytime soon for all kind of mortgage-backed security version 2 or version 10, who knows. But this is what I can give you. So let's go on the introduction. Mortgage-backed security, assets backed into well-rated mortgage debt on corporate issued shares. Mortgage-backed security are bonds-like investment consisting of a pool of mortgage loan. When you buy mortgage-backed security, you are buying a small portion of a set of loan that a government sponsor entity or a financial institution are bundled together for sales. You can say package or bundled. It is the same thing. People don't use that word too much. Dambled together, packaged together for sale. No, there is packaging or dambled. So as people don't use dambled too much, so they're gonna say, I don't understand what language this guy is talking. Yes, it's a word you don't use, it's normal, but don't say that it's not English. It's English because we talk lingo or accounting based and investing based English. It's not the same with the kid at the right door talking about the water. You know what I mean? Water. Discussing. So there is packaging. Collateral debt obligation are packaged and CD like I remember that collateral debt obligation is the first step to try to save or failing mortgage, and then to make sure that even the failing mortgage won't fail, you need an insurance. You need a swap, credit default swap, and swap gonna provide an insurance at some point. But you gotta read everything on the art book. I don't want to give you the movie before the movie, and sometimes I even have more than what is written on taking this video. So watch it. I encourage you. I gotta receive you. That's the beautiful part of it, adding more information than what was writing. You're gonna learn a lot of things. 131 federal tax law credit is not the right next door. It's really a long 5 years trip. So take advantage of it. Don't spend 5 years on taxes when you can have 5 years on a book. Because 5 years writing on the book, you can read that on 5 days or a week. So you won't spend the same time like me learning mortgage-backed security. You gotta spend some few time, because I spend that time for you. Just buy the book. Don't be cheap. $9.99. Investor can refer to this loan as MBS, or mortgage-backed security, which stand for mortgage-backed securities. Exactly. I already start saying what I was about to read next. So the investor can refer to this loan as MBS, which stand for mortgage-backed securities. Here, the thing is to know that when we talk about any securities or bonds, even asset-backed securities, the cost structure is always made of a kind of debt somewhere, with trust based upon government policies, rules, and regulation. So I'm gonna put it a little bit smooth. The regulation. So the thing is, just like I said before, those papers are printed, but with special things on it, and even special printer with special fingerprint of the printer on it. So even the basic printing can be trackable, and then you have features on it, security trade, kind of entire printing or some rainbow printing, of lithography, like offset lithography, those kind of things. I did a lot of forensic training. I have 7 hours. I'm gonna have some more hours anytime soon, and I know how it's built. And they are highly secure by design, and also highly secure and ensured by government policies, rules, and regulation. To sum up the offer, you can just say secure by the government. Because of what reason? Government will be there forever. Administration can change. We have someone elected with an entire administration. 4 years later, it can stay or can go back doing something else, more something additional, like the first one, like being president, can do something else, and the next administration gonna come. But the government still the U.S. government, but the administration can change. Because I say government of Mr. X guarantee bonds, whatever administration it is government forever. Whatever the next one we're gonna pay for the note to the investor, the profit, coupon, whatever, that's all payment. because they're between they're between 5 to 20 or more years. So it's not, there is no term, there's just 2 term in US, right? It's maximum 8 years if you pass for the second one. So you won't be there to pay for the investor to have their money out of securities. So someone will come. So the government is a continuity, but administration can stop. So keep that in mind. Investing in mortgage-backed security allows investors to gain exposure to the real estate market without directly taking ownership of property. That's the first thing. So you don't have to buy for any property, but you're part of it, the real estate market. And also it's failing. So if it's failing, you can have also property if you knock at the right door. You can go at the Department of Justice. There's offices for foreclosure, those kind of things. But you can roll through the mortgage-backed security files. It's just like files, You come to the bank, you sign up for mortgage. Tomorrow you succeeded, it's your house. Good. Someone else can come. Tomorrow it fell. It goes to collateralize. It goes to collateralization. It becomes a CDO. So all things are being explained here. So take time to read the introduction. Take time to watch this video too. You're gonna see interesting things. You're gonna learn great things. You're gonna learn how life works based up on the kind of economy you are dealing with. So it's really, really interesting. And as I'm someone who like observing, and I learn through my own observation. Honest observations, a lot of them. And everywhere I go, I follow the same mindset. Observe, you're gonna learn a lot. So don't forget that the US is a debt-based economy, a highly collateralized economy. So failing to pay a mortgage or credit card means sometimes you're gonna get collateralized. So, and then some people are gonna make money out of you. But there is a lot of ways to try to, to explain this kind of things. Everything is not expressed by word, but sometimes you can have more keys to express them writing. So just take time to read the book. You're gonna learn a lot of things. If you have questions, I like questions. Whether you had the book or not, whether you enjoyed the reading or not, give me a comment on Amazon, here on Facebook. Tell me, like people say in French, ton book est à chier. So I won't permit me the word. I won't bother myself around it. I know that we have different mindsets, we have different appreciation. If you can continue the explanation, I can tell you why you say that. Look what you get on the book. If you take time to read it again, you're gonna find out this, and this book, you're gonna have it forever. It's yours. So take advantage of it, and you have 30 credit out with this book. You earn 30 credit. Earning 30 credit. That's beautiful. So okay, I won't continue to read all books. You can take time to read everything. I have a good reading. I'm not Picasso, but I read well. And that's the beautiful part of it. I'm not Shakespeare, but I know how to handle the Shakespeare language by talking, reading, and writing. And I like debating too with people. So if you have questions, put them down here. We're gonna discuss. You can have live. You can invite me through Zoom, having a great discussion, a respectable and civilized discussion, or whatever you think can be driving more light into your journey on investing, or keeping your learning curve, or whatever you intend to do learning about this kind of subject. So from now, I'm going to wish you to have a nice and wonderful day. Don't forget, my name is Ray Herman Angasioliwa. I'm U.S. federal tax professional and life coach with tax advices. Also, the owner and strategist beyond the Futurist Society. Also a scientist, business builder. You can read a lot of things about me everywhere. And from here, I was presenting you our first published article for sales magazine, like 10 page at $9.99 only. Buy it limitlessly. Buy it for your friends, buy it for your cousin, buy it for your loved one who like investing, buy it for anybody you feel you want to buy for it, but read it. Have an awesome, wonderful day.